So I'm going to show you real quick how to clean up a model and maintain its byte registry in using the 3D mesh add-on for Mesh Mixer. So I have a model loaded that was scanned, um, not changed its orientation in any way, shape, or form, and I don't plan to. So all I do is just go over to 3D Mesh, select Model Builder, do not select Auto Align, click on Go. Next, we're going to bypass these 3 steps that allow you to build a base on it because we don't want to change the byte orientation or the byte registry so that when we bring in the opposing arch in blue sky ortho, you still maintain both arches in byte registry. And then next for the 3rd time on the interior. Once we get to the step of click on terminal tooth and draw the occlusal outline, this is where you highlight what you want to keep in this. So what I'm going to do here real quick is you can see my gray circle here for selection. I can make it smaller and larger by using the brackets. They're the square brackets and larger. Or you can use your slider to make it smaller. I'm going to make it right about there. And all I'm doing is left clicking and selecting, and I'm trying to keep my line down here to keep a few millimeters of the gingiva. That's all I'm really focused on. I'm not focused on getting the whole tooth at this point. I'll show you how to go back and get that. So I'll go through this pretty quick. Now, something else I do back here behind your molars, I want to extend because I print on the heel. So I want to extend that out just a little bit to give a little bit extra material, and then right around. And you can use the wheel mouses to scroll in and scroll out a little bit. And I'm just trying to pick that little spot up there. So the other thing is, if you don't like, you want to do something up here, if you put your cursor where you want it to center to, it'll center, and then hit C, it'll center right to it. So all I'm going to do is just grab the remainder of these, highlight this area so that all the gray becomes this crimson or orange. Because all we're trying to do is highlight what we want to keep, not what we want to get rid of. And the software will invert this for us in a second here. I'm just looking over to make sure I don't see any gray bleeding through, bleeding through, bleeding through. You'll get a chance. You can make this smaller if you wanted to extend this down just a little bit right here. Again, you can take that as far as you want. Once you've highlighted what you want to keep and only what you want to keep, you click on Next. It's going to go through a number of steps in preparing the model for you. Now you get one last chance to come out here after it gets rid of all that and remove the tiny defects, artifacts that you want to get rid of. So right here I see some, so I just literally put my cursor right there, zoom in, I can see them, and I'm just holding down the left mouse and circling what I want to undo. It sometimes will do that, Mesh Mixer, so you go back the other direction and it picks it right up, and then hit the delete key or the delete check. That got rid of that artifact for me, and I want to recenter this and look at this back heel. That's fine. I'm good with that. That's the arch that I want to bring in. There's one other thing you can do here. And so now we can just click on Next, and it's going to go through a few more scripts. if you would have changed the orientation, your upper or lower would no longer be in byte registry. So we just take it as is and skip those first 3 steps, and you'll see it here in a second. It gets next to extrude. I can tell that it's got like a bit of teal green. I'm done. This is where I kind of bail on it. It's extended the border. You click on export and then you can save the file. It's pretty much that simple and you're done. Hope you found that interesting and helpful.